Hi guys, welcome back to the Small Barn Workshop. Hope you're all well. So that was a little bit of a tricky cut around that beam, but now that beam is fully supported, so that's good news. I have a major problem and I'll get to it in a little bit, but for now I'm going to finish the bottom of this wall. Right, so we've got the vertical done at the beam to support the beam and form that end. I've finally fixed that sole plate down. I've knocked out the bottom, or for our Scottish viewers, dwanged the bottom out, and I've put the first row of tongue and groove board on. Can slide the insulation behind that. Now for that problem. Four days before Christmas, and the day I actually finished work for Christmas, and more importantly, the day before, I planned to go and pick up all my building materials for the videoing for the holidays. My car broke down. My car has what's called a wet belt engine. Some of you car people might know this. To be fair, I didn't. And this is the second time in 9 months I've had issues with the belt on the car. And the garage can't look at it until the second week of Jan. So I've got no car for Christmas. That's not stopped our Christmas plans in terms of going places and seeing people, because they're either coming to us or people have said they'll just come and pick us up. So that's nice, so thanks for them guys. But in terms of hitching the trailer and going and getting insulation OSB boarding, it's kind of curtailed me, but it doesn't stop me doing the electrics. It's just I need to pick some bits and pieces up. Twice before Christmas, I cycled into my local town, some bits of shopping, and picked up some cabling, but I don't have any conduit. So this morning, I'm just running to my local petrol station to actually stock a bit of DIY stuff. Sadly not timber, but cabling and plumbing. So whilst I'm out on my morning run, I'll just pick up a coil of conduit. So the garage is about 5k away, so it's a 10k round trip, and as you can probably see, it's a beautiful day for it. Right, I'll see you at the petrol station. This is light. Good thing is, it's almost all downhill on the way home. So I bought a 10 metre of 25mm conduit, and I bought one socket. I've already got another couple, because there's another couple of sockets that I want to put in the barn. Good thing about living with the electrics in the state they are for the last year or so is I've learnt where actually I need more sockets. Almost cup of coffee time. Oh, that's all the car's good for at the moment. The table, 8.89 kilometres, 59.01 minutes. That's a steady hour in my books. Right, get showered and get into the workshop. So hopefully I've got enough stuff now to finish the job. So the plan is, electricity board here is just going up higher, so it's out of the way. I'm going to recess it into the wall. Going to make it so I can use it from the A-frame or from the mains like it currently is. And then I'm going to rewire the lights. Each bank of 4 is going to have its own control, because when all 8 lights are on, it actually pulls about 300 watts from the A-frame, which is about as much as it actually can input into the battery. So by turning them off independently, sometimes I'm only working in this part or that part of the workshop, I've got a little bit more control over how much electric I'm using. I'm going to keep a bank of sockets somewhere here, but I'm going to put a new socket in the back corner. I'm always find myself short of. I'm also going to put a socket somewhere in the roof, which is when I was in the shop yesterday, I was holding it up and looking at the roof. I want something somewhere here, because it's nice to have electrics over the bench rather than the cord trailing along the floor. Just keeps things out of the way. I'm going to put another one on this side of the workshop, and I want to put an outside light in the carport. And I just need to move the socket that's over there and just rewire it. I'm going to start this work today. It'll be on the next video. Sorry, it's been a little bit of a different video this week, primarily because I've not got the car and I needed to amass my materials for the next phase. But thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the slightly different footage of the running and the biking, stay on after this segment of the video. I've sandwiched some bloopers and some behind the scenes footage of how I filmed all that. With YouTube, the filming process is never quite as seamless as it looks when it's edited. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.
Me wind and rain, you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just me.
There's some deer down here. See if we can get them before the You see them bouncing about? That's why I don't bring bone greasy on hunt day, in case they get shot, because they look almost identical. Wow, totally overdressed. But I wanted this gilet for all my kit, and it's far too warm. And it's about 14 degrees today, so it's a bit warm with this one. So, the problem. So, 4 days before Christmas, and the day I actually finished work for Christmas, and more importantly, the day before I planned to go and pick up all my building materials for the videoing for the holidays, my car broke down. For you guys who run, I'm just trying to stay in zone 2 here so I can talk to you whilst I'm running, but it's quite hilly around here, so it's not that easy. Probably look really good on video, this running, but setting the camera up and running backwards and forwards is quite hard work. So far I've run 5.79 k at 6:37, so probably about 15 seconds a k slower than I normally would. And I've eaten too much for Christmas dinner as well. I can feel it already, and it's, day is it today, 27th today, yeah. I need to get my Christmas pounds off already. Make a running video, they said. It'd be easy, they said. Same with a bike, I just kept dropping the bike and it took me ages to make a 1 minute video. This is light. Good thing is, it's almost all downhill on the way home. And to be fair, I do get the most spectacular views. You can see that. I know the sun's in the camera, but it's a spectacular view down there. And over there even. What an absolutely gorgeous day. Sunny, 13 degrees. Perfect. So I bought a 10 metre of 25mm conduit, and I bought one socket. I've already got another couple, because there's another couple of sockets that I want to put in the barn. Good thing about living with the electrics in the state they are for the last year or so is I've learnt where actually I need more sockets and where I don't need them. Right, almost cup of coffee time. So all this backwards and forwards running just as getting a few extra miles in, a few extra metres in rather. This is where Bo and I usually run. As I said, don't bring it out on a hunting day because she looks too much like a deer. I don't want to get shot. Oh, that's all the car's good for at the moment. The table, 8.89 kilometres, 59.01 minutes. That's a steady hour in my books. Right, get showered and get into the workshop.